Fucking what? 17 more years.
Nah, nigga saying what 17 more years to his own. Nigga called his wife a pet. I mean, I respect it, but like that's crazy at the same time.
I got ice in my veins. Walk like a champion, champion, champion. I'm so cold-blooded, I fear nobody. Ain't no letting down, I won't let you down. 'Cause I got ice in my veins. I talk like a champion, like a champion. I'm so cold-blooded, I'm so cold-blooded. I fear nobody, I fear nobody. I walk like a champion.
All right, so we'll get into the conversation of what's harder to win. An NBA championship or an NFL championship?
So I feel like there's so much perspective with this, yo, because one side is going to, all right, so here's the thing. I'm going to give my opinion first. So I personally think that, damn, it's tough. But I'm going to say that it's harder to win an NFL championship because the one thing that I'll say with the NFL championship, fucking the Super Bowl, it's definitely harder to win the Super Bowl because you only got one shot to win every round of every team that you play. Now, in certain situations, that allows for more parity. That's why the Giants won twice. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say why, but it's part of the reason why. You know what I'm saying? That's part of the reason why the Jets got to the AFC Championship 2 years in a row. You know what I'm saying?
Why the Jacksonville Jaguars were able to get there with, who was their quarterback at the time?
Who? Fucking Blake Bortles.
Blake Bortles.
Right. And that's what, and even the Rams going to the Super Bowl with fucking Jared Goff. Mm-hmm. It's tough. And at the end of the day, you only had one chance to beat the team. You can be playing your best football at the time, and you get to the Super Bowl, which is like, that's what happened with the, you can get hot and you can win. You can go on these crazy ass runs. Happened with the Bucks this year, happened with the Chiefs 2 years ago. And it's crazy. It allows it to happen. The thing with the NBA is that there's so much less parity that goes down because 7-game series, you have 4 opportunities to beat a team. That's tough to do, but at the same time, it's like if you're the better team, it's a little bit. It works pretty much more in your favor, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I thought when this conversation was brought up or the question was posed on that national TV show, it was stupid, and the person that had his opinion was also stupid because, like you said, football. You have, all right, let's say you avoid the wild card round, right? Mm-hmm. You have to win 3 games in a row, right?
Yep.
You only have one chance to win those 3 games. If you're in the wild card round, you have to win 4 games in a row. You only have 4 chances to win. That's it. Whereas in the NBA, you have 7 games. So you could essentially lose 3 games in a row and still win your series to advance.
Yep.
And you can do that for the next 3 rounds. And still win a championship. I just don't understand how you could think in a sport that allows you to fail. Like the NBA playoffs allow you to fail and still come out prosperous, whereas the NFL is one and done. Mm-hmm. Also look at the fact that the NFL is harder because out of the 32 teams, right? There's only up until last season, there was only what? How many playoff spots?
12.
12 in total. And then 6 in each
6 in each conference.
Yeah, right? So you figured the samples just to get into the playoffs is hard enough. We've seen 10-6 teams, 11-5 teams miss the playoffs. Good, quote unquote, good teams miss the playoffs because their record in the playoffs don't allow it. Mm-hmm. Whereas you might get, and we saw with like with the Giants, all it takes is you get hot. It's not about who the best team going into the playoffs is, it's who's playing the best football. Mm-hmm. Giants, what, 8? That was the 8-8 in that Super Bowl run?
No. There was 10-6, which was the first one, 9-7 on the second one.
9-7, right?
Right. That's not an impressive record.
Not an impressive record at all, going into as a Super Bowl champion.
Right. But none of that even makes a difference. And then another thing with basketball that I think is like underrated in a sense is aside from the fact that you play a team however many times, shit, I lost my whole fucking train of thought. Damn it.
I feel like I know what you're gonna say.
Damn, what the fuck was I about to say, Justin? Oh, damn, I fucking
Was it about talking about adjustments and stuff?
Well, I mean, definitely you can make adjustments, but this is what I was gonna say. Basketball is less parity. It's less parity.
Yes,
even going back to what I was saying, like now, just think about examples. Think about who won the basketball, versus the best team that we thought going into the season last year won the championship. The Lakers. Maybe the Clippers might have been some people's pick, but yes, the Lakers were the best team going into the year for most people. They won a championship. Couple years before that, Golden State was the best team going in, and they won. Now, there have been occasions where teams that probably shouldn't have won ended up winning. But that's because they've had generational talents on their team. The Cavs should not have beat the 73-9 Warriors, but they have LeBron. LeBron is arguably the greatest player of all time. That's kind of where the parity comes in there. And even so, they were still the 1 seed in the East.
And that's the thing, right? So how many times have we seen, usually the team winning the championship in the NBA is either the 1 or the 2 seed. Mm-hmm. Every once in a while, you'll get the 3 seed, right? But you'll never, I don't think we've seen yet anything lower than a 6 win. At least in my memory of my time being alive, we haven't seen anybody lower than a 5.
I don't think so. And even think about, since they changed the format to the first round being 7 games, only one time has an 8 seed beaten a 1 seed. Yep. And that was with, of course, John's not here. That's when the We Believe Warriors beat the Mavericks.
Yeah, because before what? It was up until like 2000.
It might have been 2000.
2000 something, right?
It might have been.
Then it was the first round was only 3 games.
Yeah, it was only, exactly.
Then it went to 5, and then the conference was 7.
It was 7.
Now every round is 7, which means you can lose one game. All right, go back and make adjustments. Lose the next game. All right, we're going to make adjustments again. Mm-hmm. And go back and forth, yada, yada, yada. And you can end up making adjustments enough to win a series. Mm-hmm. Whereas the NFL, your adjustments come either mid-game or at halftime. That's it. That's what you get.
Yep. That's a fact. But then now it might make for a little interesting kind of notion now that they're doing the play-in, because now a team that might be getting hot, that's a lower seed, could potentially win a play-in against a higher seed. So I think that's kind of like where like the play-in makes it a little bit interesting. But even still with that, I can't see how one person says that like it's hard to win an NBA championship. Yeah, you have to win more games, but y'all play more games.
And you get more chances to fail.
Yeah.
You're allowed failure on your route to, glory. Mm-hmm. You're not allowed that in the NFL.
But then again, it's like another thing that we're not talking about. It's hard to come back once you're down. If you're down, you know what I'm saying? Like, so say you're down 3-1 in the series. How many times does that happen? We know how much that.
Ask Doc Rivers how many times.
Right, exactly. Unless you Doc Rivers. Oh my God. Yeah, and Doc has happened to 3 fucking times. And how many times do people come back 3-0 in the series? And that's never happened
0.
before. That's never happened before. So that also kind of like speaks on why maybe the logic is more difficult. But football, it's also like, I don't know.
We've watched enough football to know, even sometimes in the playoffs, everything is tight. Everything is even sometimes a 7-point lead in the third quarter feels monumental. Right. Like it almost feels impossible to come back in that game. And then we've seen miraculous things too. Like we saw the Texans go up 24-0, 24-3 on the Chiefs, and the Chiefs came back. But look who they had, the MVP. Yeah. They had a great team right there, right? Outside of that, you go down. Look what happened in the Super Bowl this year. Mm-hmm. They went down early, and you could tell from halftime, they're not coming back in this game.
Yep.
Not coming back. It doesn't matter what adjustments they made, you're not coming back. At least in the finals, you can go down 2-0, 3-0, whatever. And
it's 2 games to nothing. It's happened. We've seen D-Wade do it, and that's probably like the most recent example. But even so, it's like for the NBA, usually, and this is another thing that we're not talking about, usually the best of the best, player-wise, usually make it to the championship. That is something that I can attest that is a consistent. Now, even though I will argue that, not argue, Giannis was an MVP last year. He didn't make it to the finals last year or the season before that, but LeBron was still in the finals. Jimmy Butler, one of the best players in the league, you know what I'm saying? He led one of the best teams. And that's another thing in the NBA. You don't really see a lot of team basketball type teams. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, star-driven league.
Right, exactly. So usually stars make it to the finals. That's not always the case in the NFL. It's really about the best, like how each team is playing. You can have the best quarterback in the league. You know what I'm saying?
Aaron Rodgers.
Or, you know what I'm saying? And not make it to the NFL. I mean, not to make it to the NFL. Not make it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Like how many times Aaron Rodgers would probably be, I guess, what, on the... All right, I guess not on the same plane as like LeBron. Well, I mean, it'd be more like Tom Brady, right? But all right, so let's say like Aaron Rodgers and Kevin Durant, right? Aaron Rodgers, if you were to compare them to, Kevin Durant's been to multiple NBA finals, right? Aaron Rodgers has only been to 1. Only been to it. But he's arguably a top 3 player in general in the league for the past, decade?
Yep.
J.J. Watt's arguably the best defensive player we've had in the last decade. Has never even gotten out the second round.
And there it is. Stars have a much higher impact on the game in the NBA, and if stars team up, that usually constitutes success. Just because you have stars on the team does not mean that you'll be successful in the NFL.
Nope.
And you can use a lot of teams as examples. Think about the Falcons. Fucking former MVP Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, great offense.
Bro, even the early ones when they had Tony Gonzalez, and they pimped that the conference championship game to the Niners.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So much parity that goes down in the NFL, and you don't see that in the NBA, and that should just tell you how hard it is to actually win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So.
No, I think that's about it. That's about it for the basketball talk. Yep. Both our teams playing tonight.
Yes.
I honestly, I don't know about. I mean, I know not you because you're more invested into like playoff seeding and stuff. I mentally checked out maybe a week ago.
Yeah.
I just need the playoffs to start because at least I know like the Nets are going to be like the 2 or 3 seed.
Yeah.
But
honestly though, like the only thing that's concerning about the Nets, I don't want to talk about y'all too much. I just am curious. Y'all kind of got to just figure it out as y'all go in terms of like having everybody play together. That's like my only thing, like from the outside looking in. But then again, superstars usually figure it out. James Harden and Kate, they've only played how many games together? What is it, 7?
7 games with Kyrie, KD, and Harden all on the floor at the same time.
Which y'all need Harden back bad though. I think he's really like he is the glue. He's the glue.
Crazy. It's crazy how wrong people were at the beginning of this. Like even at the trade when it was like, bringing in Harden, another locker room, disruptor, blah, 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 because you already got Kyrie there, and everybody was thinking it's going to implode, and look at that. James Harden ends up being the most important member, right? Don't get me wrong. I think Kevin Durant is still the best player on the Nets, but the most important player is definitely James Harden.
James Harden, because just look at what he was doing that span when he won Eastern Conference Player of the Month. Diming up everybody. The team was playing tremendously better than they're playing now. Joe Harris was relevant. I don't know what the fuck happened to Joe.
Joe Harris was the biggest bet, and even before like that, we all know Joe Harris is a great shooter. But Joe Harris literally took off this season because of James Harden.
Yeah,
like he's shooting almost 50% from 3.
Yeah,
on like 6 attempts a night because of James Harden.
Yep, and we see it. The ball just doesn't move the same when James Harden's not on the floor, which is crazy to think.
Right.
But, I mean, hey, like I said, the Nets will figure it out. Superstars usually figure it out if they want to make shit work. And I still think that the Nets are the team to beat despite the Bucks playing well right now. And despite the Sixers being healthy, I still think I don't trust Doc.
That's the thing. Hey, look, that's my only thing about when people, have the Bucks or the Sixers over. I'm just like, all right, we get it. I understand that Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons are great players, and I understand that Chris Middleton and Giannis and Drew Holiday are a fantastic trio, right? At the same time, Mike Budenholzer and Doc Rivers have been the butt of jokes for the past how many years because of their inconsistency in the playoffs.
Yeah, and if we're gonna talk shit about Doc, we gotta talk shit about Budenholzer because Budenholzer is with the Hawks, and now with the Bucks 2 years in a row having the MVP. It's like, I don't know. Even though Giannis got hurt last year, fine, whatever. But they lost to the Raptors, which is a team that probably shouldn't have been there.
Well, lost to the Raptors 2 years ago, right?
2 years ago.
They lost to the Heat last year.
2 years ago is what I'm talking about. Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know. It's tough. Okay. And the only thing is with the Knicks, we go 3-1, we'll be the 4th seed, and that's it. I just want home court advantage, and fuck it. If we win, we play the Sixers, and we'll figure it out.
Hey man, I'm really hoping. I'm hoping y'all guys get past the first round.
I'm hoping so too.
Y'all got to see us.
Nah.
Y'all got to see us.
Nah, I don't want to. I'm cool. All right, listen. I'll see y'all in the conference finals. Now imagine that.
Whole city's going to explode.
Knicks Nets conference finals. Oh, that's going to be a crazy 10 days. Assuming that it even,
Oh, because the NBA loves to stretch out these playoffs for no damn reason.
Oh,
I still think the playoffs are too long. I think they should go back to having the first round is 5, and then everything else 7.
Because what? The playoffs, if they start on the 18th, technically, because of playing games, then that means that it's going to go all the way until when? July?
Bro, we're going into mid-July.
Wow.
We're going mid-July.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
It's crazy. It's about to be. I kind of like the format how everything is now because you got baseball that started, and baseball is going to take us through, obviously, October.
Yeah.
But now we got NBA until July. Usually, like, around now, like, we're in the middle of playoffs, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, I'm telling you, we got NBA until mid-July. We also got WNBA starting up, which gives you a nice little, like, because it's their regular season, so it gives you a nice little, like, palate cleanser from all the chaos of NBA playoffs.
Yep.
I mean, it's just...
And then right after NBA is over, then you got NFL starting right up.
NFL, like, it literally, like, the finals would literally bleed right into NFL training camp, which then bleeds into regular season NFL, which then you have MLB playoffs. Bro, honestly, yeah, let's keep this shit.
Yeah.
I love some summer basketball. Being able to go to basketball games in some shorts instead of having to wear an overcoat to MSG all the damn time.
It's nasty.
Jumping over the slush.
Yeah.
Going to a mid-January Knicks versus Pelicans game.
Ugh. Disgusting. Thankfully, we're in May, though. And the weather still hasn't broken. But we'll see, man. But, yeah.
Hey, it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good, man. But, yeah. And with that, I think that's that's it.
I don't think I got anything else for y'all.
No siree.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it for us this week, guys. This is episode 89. And make sure to follow us at Toby Sports on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Go like the Facebook page, so subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you guys can follow me on Twitter at @DefenderNormal. Guys.
Black grads matter. Black lives matter. That's it.
Yep. So you can follow me on the Twitters, J_Thomas_24. Coming out. I've actually been coming out with some a lot of content. A lot of content coming down the tubes.
Awesome.
So yeah, look out for that.
You don't give them your OnlyFans?
No, not yet. I haven't worked out the kinks for that yet.
You can do sounding?
That's a double on Andre if you guys haven't.
Yeah, that was great. That was great.
Yeah. But yeah.
Ask him how.
But yeah, man,
Please
just we live in large. Like he said, black grads matter. And nematodes are people too.
We will catch y'all next week.
I got ice in my veins. Walk like a champion, champion, champion. I'm so cold-blooded, I fear nobody. Ain't no letting down, I won't let you down. 'Cause I got ice in my veins. I talk like a champion, like a champion.